Hello there, my name is Dan, and the main purpose of my channel is to show people how to grow their own fruits and vegetables no matter what size garden, allotment or growing space they do indeed have. Over the last few years I've been working on a partial self-sufficiency project here in Essex, UK, and I'd love to show you how to do the same. I grow a variety of things, standard things and non-standard things, and one thing I grow is banana plants. So, one of my aims is to produce an edible crop of bananas here in the UK. So I'm going to be doing a banana growing series. So if you'd like to be notified of any videos I put up regarding that, and indeed any other videos I put up, please feel free to subscribe. And if you like my work, please feel free to like and share. Today I'm going to show you how you can propagate your own banana plants from suckers, otherwise known as pups. This is variety Dwarf Cavendish, named after William Cavendish. So you can see it's a healthy looking specimen. It's approaching 6 feet tall in the pot here. Now you can see it's put up these lovely suckers or pups, depending on what you want to refer them to. Now I've owned this lovely specimen for a while now. I'll link some videos down below if you want to know more about the history of it. It's grown very well, so it's a lovely strong specimen to propagate from. You can see the thickness of the trunk here. I'll put my hand there so you can see just the size of that. When choosing your sucker that you're going to remove, I'd recommend one about this size. So it's probably about a foot or so up to here. You want one that's likely to have a good enough established root to survive. I wouldn't recommend trying to remove one as small as this, because it's unlikely to have a strong enough, large enough root to survive. Your aim is to remove a sucker without damaging either the sucker you're removing, the mother plant, or indeed the roots of either, and you need to try and get up as much root as you can from the one you are taking. To carry this out, you're going to need 2 or 3 things. A lump hammer or a ordinary hammer, something sharp like this, which is a wallpaper stripper. You could also use a brick bolster, and or a trowel. This one's got a nice sharp point on the end. Now there's not much space in between the pup and the mother plant here, so I've got to be very careful. So I'm going to put my wallpaper scraper down here like this, and I'm going to just push it in a little bit using my hand, and then I'm going to proceed to tap it in. Got to make sure we don't damage anything here. Now that should drove down into that quite successfully. So I'm just going to slowly work at it. And I'm going to go in other angles as well. That feels quite loose now. So we're going to try and dig this up and see what we've got in terms of root. Right, there we go. That's not a bad root on that actually. You can see how that goes there. You can see where the wallpaper scraper went. So that should be enough for that to survive. With regards to your growing medium, you want a pH of 5.5 to 7, and it needs to be fertile, well draining, sandy based loam. So what I've done here is got some of the soil from the garden here, mix it with a bit of multi-purpose compost. The soil here is good in those regards, so this should be a good growing medium. Now if you can't get that from your own garden, what you can do is buy a ready-made one. Now you also want to make sure that you've got some drainage stone at the bottom to help with drainage. Banana plants do not like sitting in too much water. Now what I'm going to do is get my plant here, dig myself a little hole like this, and simply proceed to put the plant in. So I'm going to make sure the root is covered with the growing medium. Get it nice and centred. A little bit of the stem is covered, but not too much, maybe half an inch, something like that, just to make sure it stays in. There we go. Now this is a specimen I took probably about a week or 10 days ago, and you can see it's doing well. That came from the same plant as the sucker I just took. Now I'm going to be giving this about 5 litres of water every other day. If the weather was warmer, that would be every day. So keep an eye on that. Now there's another one I can take there. I might take that soon. Alternatively, I might leave it to let it get a little bit bigger. And of course the smaller one is there as well. Hopefully that'll keep producing suckers, and hopefully these will establish well as well. And I should be able to take lots of plants from these as well. Now of course, if you were propagating from a banana plant grown in the ground, you'd probably be better off using a spade or a post hole digger, something like that, but the same concept would apply. That's how you propagate banana plants. So there we go. If you like my work, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Comments, questions or whatever's down below. See you in the next video, and you can always check me out on Dan_Home Gardens if indeed you're interested. Thank you for viewing. See you next time.